はい、皆さん、こんにちは。シャーロック、ホームズ、クライムスなんだっけ忘れちゃいました。はい、続きをやってまいりたいと思います。ということで、石切り場に向かって、石切り場へ向かう視線と、いい馬車ムの鉄道視線。まずは、分岐器、ここかな。ここ行ってみましょう。
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
こっちが分岐かな。分岐器を調べろっていうから分岐器調べたけど、特にないよね。足元か。
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
こっち行くのかな。調べろっていうから調べたけど。これでまっすぐ。これで。もう一個行けばいいのかな。駅、これですね。
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.今ので合ってたような気がするんだけどな。
と線がずれてますかね。こっちかな。これ向きか。これは向きではないな。
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Newspaper articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
A telegraph.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
マジか。どれ？お、その前に駅長さんに話を聞こう。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map there should be a quarry here, and behind that the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Okay.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
入れんのかな。入れないや。国ないのかな。
A fake train? Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
音がしたぞ。入れないぞ。なんだこれ。
Railway postbags. This postbag belongs to the station master. The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
今回は私を信じてほしい。もうすぐ住宅ローン返済できる。もうちょっと調べるところあるかな。 最初来たとこっすね。あと
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Hmm. 駅長に訪ねてみましょうか。カクカクしてる。
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir.
こっちにいるんじゃないの？こっちに。物音したし。ここはでも開かないのか。なんとかして入りたいですね。降ろされた。さて、詰まった時は湖付近の特に何もないよな。おう、 新しく岸壁が増えてる。こっちか。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by Carriage. Look. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
違うの。
Nothing interesting here. 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 Nothing interesting here.
石。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting
じ
here.
ゃあ何を測ればいいのこれ。石が沈むほど大きいものだったんだろうと。
Nothing interesting here.
いうことで。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
絶対幅だよね。測る
Nothing interesting here.
ここから
Nothing interesting here.
だこれ。
Nothing interesting here.
測れって言うから測ってんだけど。ちょっともう一回。
These traces were made by Carriage. Look.
四輪馬車。
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
し。
The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
.この2本か。
Nothing interesting here.
これ
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
違うの
Nothing interesting here. 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 Nothing interesting here.
ん？どこ測ればいいこれ。
Nothing interesting here. 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 Nothing interesting here.
中央から。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
どこ測ればいいんだろう。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
縦じゃなければ横ですよね。
Nothing interesting here.
わかんない。測り方がわかんない。
Nothing interesting here.
絶対縦のはずなんだけどな。まっすぐ縦にしてみようか。
Nothing interesting here. An abandoned gypsy caravan. This place was abandoned fairly recently. Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. A label with the name Las Zarpas. These traces were made by carriage. Look. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
測り方がわかんないな。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing Nothing interesting here. 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 Nothing interesting here.
測り方がわかんないですね。
Nothing interesting here. 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 The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
わかんない今の。今のわかんない。もう一回やりたい。
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
もう一回やりたいけど、もう一
The vehicle
回。
pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
出ない
These
のか
traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
そこで検索する。じゃあそこで検索しましょう。
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
ラス・ザラパス。
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas. My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
これだ。橋家。大量かつ重量のある荷物を運ぶことができる河川交通の習慣を伝えている。
Here it is.
メキシコ財団カラカルの所有権にある。おお、カラカルが盗んだのか。はいはい。じゃあ、岸辺はいいよね。分岐の先調べたいな。ドンガスターは、ドンガスター戻ってみるか。
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
なさそうですね。分岐行きましょう。これ分岐ですね。調べました。あと戻されるかな。戻されますね。じゃあ駅に戻って、手漕ぎの船で行くとかかな。これで行くんじゃないの？おや？煮詰まった？鉄道の分岐点から先の視線を調査するって言ってるんですけど、行けないので、石切り場に向かう視線を調べる。いいジャム、あ、いいジャムに自然があるのか。失礼しました。いいジャム行きましょう。ですね。こっちかな、視線。違うな、こっちだな。この辺に視線があるのではなかろうか。逆かですね。ワトソン君、邪魔だよワトソン君。走れないんだね。駅長さんに話聞こうか。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Hmm? ここじゃないの視線ってここか。お、失礼しました。来すぎるとこだった。
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
邪魔だからじゃないの
This road should lead to the town of Evesham. This road should lead to the town of Evesham. Traces. Let's take a closer look. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
財を運搬していたんですね。
A fake train? Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
まずは駅長に聞きましょうか。
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
チェスターフィールド・イーバシャム間を走る石切り場へ向かう。視線を調べる。よくわかんないな。ありましたね。
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
これ、石切り場行ってみますか。
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
変だね。なくなってるね。はずがないね。浸水した石切り場への線路に水を修理した。もう一回。